Hello. Today we're here at a ClearedJobs.Net Cleared Job Fair, talking with recruiters from Northrop Grumman and sharing some of their recommendations on what they're looking for from candidates who are showing up at a Cleared Job Fair. Mario, Carol, Kristy, thank you so much for taking your time today to speak with us about your recommendations as recruiters from Northrop Grumman on how job seekers should prepare, present, and follow up at a Cleared Job Fair. We have lots of experience between the three of you. You've gone to lots of great job fairs, and we're really interested in hearing some of your recommendations. What are some of the key things that are important to you when a job seeker comes to your booth at a job fair?
Well, the first thing that I would recommend for a candidate to bring is plenty of copies of their resume. It's critical, and be sure that the resume is legible, that it has contact information, including telephone numbers and email addresses. Ensure that you have multiple copies of this information, as there are going to be a lot of companies that want to take a copy of your resume. So first and foremost, bring that resume.
Second thing is to be prepared to tell the kind of position you're all looking for. Instead of asking what the company is looking, you present your credentials. An example would be a software engineer. You're looking for something with doing Java, J2E, things of that nature. That's very important to be prepared to present your credentials.
I would add on saying be prepared to talk about salary, what your expectations are, if you're willing to relocate, if you're going to plan on relocating anytime, especially if you're getting out of the military. Also availability, if you're able to start recent or if you're expecting some kind of life change. Also, especially at this event, your clearance level. Be prepared to talk about your clearance level. You'd be amazed how many people don't know what their clearance is. So that's especially for this event, that's huge.
And it's also very helpful for them to be prepared to talk to you about relocation, what kind of salary range that they're looking for. If they work for the government or the military, being able to talk about when their availability date is.
Logistics are extremely important. You definitely have to be prepared to talk about salary. Not everyone asks the question, but understand what it is that you're looking for and what it is that you want. Understand the locations as to where you want to work. If you need to relocate, are you willing to pay for your own relocation, or do you need assistance in that factor? If you're an active duty military or if you're a government employee that is planning on retiring, you have to understand what your dates of availability are. There's a lot of critical factors that go into the consideration process. The more information you have for us, the better we can position you for an opportunity within the company.
It sounds like it's really good for a job seeker to be prepared before they come to a job fair. And it sounds like some of the best ways for them to be prepared is to look at the list of companies that are coming to the job fair and then going to those companies' websites and doing some research. Some of the research that they might want to do would be checking to see what awards have been recently awarded to that company. Maybe checking out the benefits situation. And then also looking at the jobs that are posted on your website. A lot of job seekers don't understand that they really need to take the time to register at your website in addition to coming to the job fair. Not only is it important that they present their resume to you, but there also needs to be a tracking system. So the resume needs to be uploaded onto your website. Carol?
All that information would be found on the homepage, Northrop Grumman homepage. Any contracts or new contracts, any new programs that have been awarded will be on the homepage. They can access different elements to the benefits. Click on that. They can find out any questions on the benefit side of it. It's an excellent place to go to. Can also go to our website that has all of the openings. And again, the openings are throughout the entire Northrop Grumman Corporation, even though we represent an intelligent system operations side of the house. And that webpage, of course, is www.careers.northropgrumman.com.
Right.
Excellent place to go to get a feel.
Well, if they actually go online, there's a way to, if they apply, we tell people, they know, or hopefully they know what's a good fit for them. And we have restrictions on what we can and cannot say.
Right.
we can't talk about job specifics, so we work with what we can do, and we tell people definitely go out, and if they apply to a position, you can actually track yourself. You can see if you've been moved on, where you are in the process. So that's a definite way that they can kind of track and see. So, I mean, the position that they have, it may be one of us. Even if we take it back, it may be any recruiter. It's the best way to kind of keep in contact.
At the end of the day, a candidate needs to be prepared to self-identify themselves for the position they want.
Yeah.
Will not put you against any particular position. Will provide you the data that you need to either apply to a particular position, or if you can go on and apply yourself. From there, the process starts to evolve. So a candidate needs to be prepared to be proactive in that approach. They need to be able to go out to the website, navigate those websites, and find out what it is they're looking for. Again, Kristy said it best. They're in the best position to identify the type of job that's a really good fit for them. And there are key things they need to look at. They need to look at the clearance levels. They need to look at the responsibilities of the position, the requirements, the basic qualifications. Those are all critical factors in a job search.
Mm-hmm.
And those are exactly the same things that we're looking for here logistically. You know, are you cleared? What kind of clearance do you have? What's your availability? Where do you want to work? And last but not least, what kind of salary requirements do you have? That way it can, again, position you to be in the right job at the right time, and that helps everything move forward that much faster.
We also noticed when we looked through our records that the Northrop Grumman team is consistently voted one of the best recruiting teams attending job fairs. Our job seekers just really appreciate the time you spend with them. Can you talk a little bit more about how you as a team work to present the Northrop Grumman brand to the job seekers?
One of the important things too, I think, about us, and I don't know, maybe it makes us a little bit more unique than some of the others, is the fact that we do work as a team. We're not, we're very, very cohesive, very aware of what each other is looking for, what requirements are, and to be able to defer to each other. I mean, we'll, even if we have an opportunity when the person's there, we'll defer it to the other recruiter, knowing that they're looking for. Before we come, we know what each other is, what our hot buttons are, and again, try to give each one of us the opportunity to speak to somebody that really meets a criteria that we have a specific need for at that point in time. If that's not able to do that because they're busy or tied up, then yes, when we get back, we make sure that each one of us, has copies. Again, I reiterate the fact that all the resumes, again, are read. In fact, when I go home at night, I read every one of them.
I know you do.
Yes.
And I spend another couple of hours, but it's important.
Mario, Carol, Kristy, thank you so much for your time this morning. I really appreciate the expertise that you're sharing with us, and it will be a valuable asset to the job seekers. I know you're very excited to get back in there and prepare for the ClearedJobs.Net Cleared Job Fair. Thank you for your time today. We really appreciate your interest in being better prepared for a ClearedJobs.Net Cleared Job Fair. You have heard today from recruiters from Northrop Grumman on their recommendations and tips on how to be prepared and what to expect at a job fair. We hope you have found this helpful, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Cleared Job Fair. Thank you.